Hey all, Captain JGB84 here. I know I'm late with this, but Persuasion, I thought it was a bit of a letdown. It is a good episode, just all the things I was kind of reading about it, and it didn't really deliver too much. I mean, I Optimus Prime and Predaking were supposed to have this huge battle, but it only lasted a few minutes at the very beginning, no less. That was a bit of a letdown for me. Um, Thankfully, though, there are some really great bits in this episode that really kind of save it for me. Soundwave successfully escapes and kidnaps Ratchet, and you really get to see a much more conniving and very fascinating side to Megatron as well. He's trying to, force Ratchet into not only helping him, but to to not it's not so much as like, here, I want you to do this for me because it'll benefit me. He's kind of saying, you know what, you can do this, and then you can kind of say to yourself, well, you did this, and it's a an amazement on your part. Um, but I like seeing the Autobots side. The Autobots kind of it's kind of like it's almost like the Orion Pax episodes. The Autobots just fell apart without Optimus. In this, they kind of just they don't like fall apart completely, but they're they don't have someone to do all the techno babble to make the ground bridge to do all this. But the Autobots figure out a way to sort of find the Decepticon warship. Smokescreen blasted off a piece of Laserbeak's wing, which is actually trying to get back to the Decepticon warship. So they're going to make a little probe or drone, and they're just going to follow it to the Decepticon warship and save Ratchet. Um, uh, It's interesting, really. You get some neat bits from Ratchet's side as to, he gives good reasons. Like, you know what, if I, it's like, yeah, sure, I'll revitalize Cybertron and everything, but like, what's to stop you from, putting it the way it was before? Ratchet's using pretty good, reason here as to, why he's not going to help him, and just good reason in general. But like I said, the letdown of this episode is that we were promised this huge battle between Optimus and Predaking, which we did get, but not for very long. Um, I must say, there's a bit of a size inconsistency with Predaking. Whenever he's in Beast mode, he's huge. When he's in Robot mode, he's taller than Megatron, but not by very much. And he's taller than Optimus Prime, but in Beast mode, he's gigantic. It's kind of like a lot of the size inconsistencies in G1, like, um, Astro Train. He's just a normal sized bot, but when he's in vehicle mode, a space shuttle mode, he can hold a fully formed Devastator inside. Oh, everyone remembers that. I'm thinking these fruit flies are bugging the hell out of me. But like I said, I think it's a good episode. It's just a bit of it's kind of a letdown in that part, and this is just me, but it's a little too talky for me. Like a little too much, like, information going around. I mean, yeah, I understand it and all, but it's just it's Transformers. I mean, I kind of like, especially with Transformers Prime, everything it's done, I kind of just expected just a little more action, but that's just me. But I think the last episode, was it -1, was it, or +1? I don't remember. The one where the kidnapped Soundwave. I thought that's a better episode, and Evolution is still the best episode of this last little arc. But I'm very excited. There are 2 more episodes of this show, and it is over. And then there's that TV movie, which I think premieres in the fall. I think it's called Predacon Rising or something. It's supposed to be like an epilogue, and it's just going to finish the entire series. So these fruit flies are bugging me. But 2 more episodes, and that's it. Next week's episode, or I guess, yeah, next week's episode. It's Monday right now, but looks interesting. Ratchet's figuring out a way to escape, and I think Ratchet might actually die. In this coming episode. He might. I mean, I could be wrong. At one point I thought Smokescreen was gonna die at one point, or I thought Soundwave was gonna die in that one episode, but he didn't. Um, but I think it's a good episode. I give this 8. I think yeah, my ratings are just gradually, they start from 10, 9, 8. And this week's episode, we'll see. But Evolution, I think, is still my favorite episode of, this last little arc. So, we shall see. You see Ultra Magnus's new hand. It's like a little clawy thing in action. Better have one good bum hand than better have one bub. But the line was better have a, something about a bum hand, then like a bat, and then a bum eye or something. Um, and you see, Wheeljack and Ultra Magnus, they're becoming more like friends now, which is I love seeing that. Um, but I don't have much else to say. I think it was an enjoyable episode. I think just a bit too on the talky side. I mean, more so than regular Transformers usually has. But enjoyable, I guess. Oh yeah, and Megatron has pretty much built a new Omega Lock to Cyberform Earth, which that could get really interesting. But like I said, 2 more episodes, and this series is done. And I've already heard the new series is called Transformers Go, and I hear it's an anime, like kind of like Armada and RID and Cybertron, all those, and Energon, unfortunately. But we'll see. But I'm very excited. So until then, till all are one.